Hello everyone. Today Codeforces problem name is matchings number. You are given an integers and the pair of integers will be 1 to 2n, and you have to find a pair that will satisfy these conditions. And now I'm talking about these conditions. If you n will be 3, so you will get 1 to 2n, and 1 to 2n will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 numbers. So if the pair is like this, that your pair is 1 6 3 5 4 2, then the sum of these pairs are 7 8 and 6. If I sorted this in ascending order, this will be 6 7 and 8, and the difference between S1 and S2 and S2 and S3 will be 1, and this will be talking in these sections that the difference between them will be always 1. So when you print the output, they are said that if it's impossible to pair it, then you have to print no, and if it's possible, you have to print yes, and also print the integers paired. So now we go to the drawing sections, that when it's not possible. So if we consider S1 as k, and then the S2 will be k plus 1 and S3 will be k plus 2. So the sum will be like this, and we calculate this by this, and when we see that there are 3 steps, or we consider that there are n steps, so we just not consider k as sum, then just calculate 0 0 1 and n minus 1 sum. This will be this, the n minus 1 into n minus 1 plus 1 divided by 2, and we summation the k which remove it in from this, and this will be nk. Then we calculate this, and we found this in this problem. So we say that the sum of this will be equal to 1 to 2n sum. So 1 to 2n sum formula is this. Then we equalize this for this formula, and we find this equation, that the second part of this equation will be always even, because it's 4 multiple and n plus 2, it will always be even. And the second part first formula 2k will be even, but if n will be odd, then it will be even, and the full part of this will be even. If n will be even, then this full part will be odd. So we need always this part is even, because the other parts will even. So we finally determine that n must be odd, and if the n is odd, then we say that it's yes, and if otherwise, this is no. So how can we print the pairs? So we consider that n is 3, then our pair will be 1 2 6, and take 2 variables a and b, and a will be 1 and b will be 6. Then we condition this, that b is greater than n, and we plus a by 1, and we minus b from 2. So the a will be like this, 1 and 6 and 2 and 4. Then this loop will stop, and then the a will 3 and b will 5. By this formula, we go to b as a 5. Then we start this loop, and the loop is this 3 and 5. Then 5 will be 3. That's why this loop will stop, and finally we find the solution, that 1 6 2 4 3 5, and this will satisfy these conditions, and our output will be fine. Thank you. Now we go to the coding part. So we are in coding part. In coding part, we first declare the test case and take the test case as input. Then we run a loop up to the test case. in the loop we call the solve functions. In the solve functions we declare the and take the n as input, and we give that if n is even, then we print no, because in the explanation part we explain that if n is even, then it's not possible to find a pair, and if n is odd, then it is possible to find a pair. That's why we print this no, and else we print yes, and then we declare Abby and run a loop to print the Abby, and we increment A by 1 and decrement B by 2. Yeah, then when the loop is stopped, then we upgraded the B, then again we'll run this loop, and our output finally printed. Hopefully everyone will understand the explanation and coding part. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you.